Hello and welcome. Now, I was a little bit busy as I'd finished yesterday. We've got everybody up here, and I think what we might do is try the draw the fields job. Now, we've got, the bad thing about that is this is a strange field. Well, we might get away with it. It's not quite as bad as I thought it was, but it might not grass cut this with the mow we've got. Because this is a little bit severe and it depends on where it sits. But I'm going to sit on the edge of this here as a bit of a marker. But I don't think it actually works like that. So if you now press... No, it's not there. It's this. That's it. It's there. And then you've got to be out of the vehicle for this. This is the one time that you do need to be out of the vehicle. Zoom in as much as possible. It does help. And then you go to the course play one. And then it lets you draw a custom field. You've got to be, that's the way you've got to do it. Now that I'm not sure, I think, yeah, I've got to, the only thing I find about the draw the custom field is you've got to try to work out, that's why you've got to zoom in as much as possible. We're trying to work out a headland. I always find actually, if you click pretty much where it is, that there is already a headland, that you already do that. I've never sort of found that. I've always found this a bit wasteful. But in another way, you want there to be a headland, so it's not really wasteful. The other thing is, there can sometimes be things in the way that the map doesn't show up. Now, I'm sort of on the headland, and there is a bit of a normal grass. Yeah, you often find... I often find that I would prefer to do the runaround traditional. I think that looks like it goes up. There's the fuzzy grass. And again, you might be wasting the field, which is why by the time you finish doing this, and there's mistakes, I think it's usually better. I've got to sort of guess where that is. And finally there, save custom field, CP2, yes. Right, now if we go jump into the tractor. Now, the one thing, isn't it typical? The one thing we said, I said, oh, we've got all the way over the winter to get a big tractor. Yeah, well, nothing actually happened, did it? So, yeah, now then, I personally I'm not a massive fan of this particular type of doing it because I've found it's not really good enough. It's a cracking idea. It's one of those ideas that sounds like a cracking idea on paper until you realise, oh yeah, but I can't see this and I can't see that, and oh, I've crashed into that, and oh, but it didn't show the edge of the, you can't see anything. It's a little bit strange. Don't get me wrong, you can see the paths and all the rest of it, the roads, but it still doesn't seem to quite do things. Right, we need to create. Oh, I haven't done it actually. No. It is 27A because it's just above 27. So save course, activate. I think it's 9.4. Think. But I know what it is by that. So let's have a look at all of the course, and we're going to run around with that on. Oh, apologies. Very rarely do that. Let's have a bit of a look and see. Yeah, you see there is actually quite a good headland. But here I've gone very wasteful. There's a massive headland. And yet we look like we were right next to the road. And that's my point. You can't not. So you see, this is going to be the next field too. Yeah, there's too much of a headland that way. I mean, it might be all right. But to me, it's too wasteful. I'm glad we've missed that. So, all things considered, I still think... No, at least it's not gone... Yeah, that's about perfect. This is the one side that seems to be about right. It's almost like the little road on the other side isn't quite right on the map, as in, yeah, on the drawing of that. Again, I would like to be a generous headland, because remember, this is going to be a standard field 2. So I'm going to give that a... I think I'm going to say that's a success, if I'm honest. Not quite right on this side. It's a little bit too big, but it's nearest, damn it, really. 9.4 is right, so let's hide all waypoints. And let's go for the first waypoint. And go. Right, smashing. So, draw. We can also draw for... No, I don't know why. Why did you change the mode? I've never known it to do that. It was on swath dropping. Why did the worker suddenly decide it was going to do it? How bizarre. Never known them to change the mode like that before. Well, I'll be. Right. Let's do the next one. I was going to do all this prep, and I thought, well, no, because some people are interested in... Right, so I'm not sure about this. I think we might have this here as the bit of a border, but I'm not sure if they're going to show on the map. If they are, we'll do island mode and see if it'll pick it up. It might not, but we'll have a go. So if we go to Courseplay again, and... because we've already got Courseplay on... Oh, I didn't know that. So, really, I can't actually do anything because I've already got a Courseplay active on that. Well, that I didn't know. The other thing I thought of, this is really a bit of a double whammy. Right. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. We're going to water. And now I know in real life we can't really sort of do this accurately. Now this also is 250 horsepower. Now this is 170, so it's 70 horsepower out. It's in the scale, but it's going to struggle. The same as that. It's about the same as the mower, so it's going to be slow. That's the one bad thing I'm going to say. Right, so yeah, we've ordered a toolbox from the shop. It's one of the last things in this set. Really is very one of the last ones. I do love this set. The 080's made my year with this. It's amazing. Yeah, and we will buy you, yes. And then we're going to straight reset that. Yeah, I would send the workers down. But, well, I'm going to say it might work. I think we'll be able to get in here. I'm hoping this works. Otherwise, it would go on the edge of one of the buildings. But I just thought it highly appropriate that we tried this. Might not work, but we'll see. Got to try these things. Ooh, okay. Wow. That's a bit weird. Repair and... Ooh, my life. Repair. Now, ooh, hang on a second. Let's just check that it's got... Twine no. Right, so it's additive no 2. Right, it's something about that table it didn't like, so... You see, I didn't think. It could be what now. Yeah, there are some. Yeah, I'm hitting some and I'm not. Again, there's quite a few. It's where you're hitting things that aren't really there. I've always found that a bit disconcerting, but I do recognise the fact that it's not that easy to actually do for map makers. It is. I mean, I've always ultimate respect. Where are you stuck? Where did you get stuck? That's what I want to know, because I can't understand why. Too close to this particular bit on the field. That's a bit odd. Let's have a look at the lines, because I never saw anything at all that was. Yeah, you see, you shouldn't be doing that. No, it's possible. If we follow the line exactly, that it clipped the post. Yeah, it is. It's gone in too far. And see, and that's what I'm saying. So we're going to have to manually do this and rip it. And this is what I'm saying. We wasted 5 odd minutes. It all looked okay. I don't know if it lets you, because really all I've got to do. So the edit course, if you go into the advanced mode for Courseway, this is going to be painful, and I know it is. It's typical. The one thing we needed over the winters, the one thing we never got. And it's... excuse me. Right, let's go nearest. We don't see anything. Right, it's going to be very painful. It is on all of the fields. Which is such a shame. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse, so there's a lot to do. I worry about that in the future. We will have to edit. I'll hopefully got to edit it. Oh, we do need to unfold. That is true. Right, I am going to say my words because there's a lot for us to do. Oh, now then, let's switch that off a minute. Before we start, we want to change the bale size to max. It is 240. Yeah, it is. It is. It's almost. Oh, now. Will that muck around? We've got manual bale. Yeah, we've got to be manually handballing these. So. Oh, we may need to lease a bigger trailer, because if we're running them down, because obviously this is not going to be grass. This is a one-time only job. So it makes more sense for us to shift the stuff. No, actually, I'm surprised very nicely by how he managed to do the cutting down here, because it is a bit... Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think we're going to have to... If you imagine a header on this, I think we're going to need to do a little bit of something. The bank's alright, but not the bank on the left. It's a bit... Yeah, it's not going to work with a harvester. It's... In fact, it's not really, even the mower's not liking it, but it's small enough to get away with it to a degree. Yeah. Right, well, in that case, let's load the course. We won't set it going yet. We're going to give that a head start because we are going to get the trailer and this little person here. No, we can do it. Yeah, obviously we're leaving this at our main field. We can't afford to miss the month of March. Although I'm not sure what we're doing yet. So still not really. I just know we're going to have a lot of fun with a 3-meter seeder this year. Typically, it's quite typical. It's quite on one of the run-throughs that I did do. Typically, I had a 6-meter multi-fruit Vadasta drop. It was beautiful. It was a thing of dreams. It's typical on the ones that end up being discarded. You tend to get really good equipment, and then on your real run, sometimes you don't. Typical. Right, do we need the sprayer here? This is going to remain grass. I think the most important thing of all is probably... In fact, yeah, we could actually be clever and actually take this a little bit... Oh, it'll be me. It'll be... Oh, it's not. It's every single time. Yeah. This is what I'm saying about this type of thing. It hits you every single time. Let's go. So it should be roughly... Shouldn't this be on the second row by now? Which is... should be going in about here. Just see, make sure. This will be interesting to see how it handles this, but I think it's gonna... That's the trouble with Courseplay. It's a fantastic gadget, it really is, but no, we'll do that. It's wasteful not to do that, really. Let's just get this a little bit done. Even if I have to manually do it because it's off the course. It's a one-time only thing. We're not making a habit of doing this. Yeah, it's obviously... It's a fantastic thing, and there's a lot of things that are good ideas, and Courseplay does... I mean, they're a cracking team. I'm not... Please don't take this that I'm not going to go, because I'm not what I'm saying. I need to get this right. I think... It is painful, but there are... Yeah, we can't really afford... Well, there is one thing we could afford, and it's the Unimog. And I was wondering, do we do that? But I'm just not sure. Yeah, but I don't know. It's not perfect. The Unimog's a bit strange with mowing. Yeah, I'm not sort of like being nasty. Right, let's stick this lot on. I think we're going to go into a time lapse, and I think I've explained everything. We're going to grab this little lot, we're going to do the fields, and I'd like to get that in one session, and to do that we've got to time lapse because there's a lot of work involved. So I am going to say my words, and we'll see you guys and gals on the other side. be honest, the driver of this has been the biggest menace of all, and yet it's a folded. I wouldn't have thought it went ways that I never went. I don't know whether it kept hitting things to turn it around, but it really is. Yeah, I'm glad they've done a runner. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I am. That's definitely. So yeah, a very, very fruitful session. We shall see exactly how fruitful in a minute. It didn't go too badly, I've got to be honest. It could have been an awful lot worse. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah, it is. I thought I was doing well, but then I ended up not doing so well. Yeah, the end. Well, we had a bit of an accident, but it all worked out well in the end, in a way. Yeah, we need to soften that. We've not. Yeah, I've left that one for a while. I thought we'd done it, but I think it was the production shed actually. Thinking about it, don't need to go too mad, just a little bit. This bit here is a bit in front, just a little bit. We don't want to go too mad though. Let's try that. Let's try that. I'm very pleased. I thought, when I imagined this, I thought I would be going like backwards and forwards. But you forget, square bales are so fantastic, especially if you go for the big size. So yeah, I should get most of those. Fantastic. Well, it said 136 tons, so I would say, although it used to double up a long time ago, where it would say it was twice as much in there, but no, it's right now 136. Wow, certainly got some water in there. That's amazing. That's with this overloading. This works really well. Let's just set that going whilst we're chatting. I think we'll go through till tomorrow morning, because to be honest, weren't we doing it to rip the fields to pieces though? I think we were. Not sure. Well, we'll discuss it now, because it has all been work, definitely. Right, so if we... Yeah, what are we going to do? This is obviously our grass field. It's going to remain our grass field. And we have this arable field here, which we're unsure of whether it's going to actually grow or not, because it said grass and it's not grown ever. Then we've got CP2, which is our main field, really. Yeah, we've got to do a bit of softening on that. Then we've got CP3 here, which is also, apart from that, yeah, it couldn't read the island. The island, I've never seen Courseware do such a terrible job of island mode. It's been getting gradually worse. When Calmsden was around, it was absolutely spot on at island mode, and gradually, whatever the team have done, it's... I don't know. I mean, I've used it a few times now. Court Farms actually, and it was, yeah. I even made a big blob of paint around each one to sort of try to emphasize, and Courseplay couldn't detect it, so it's a shit. And it was in simple or circle, and didn't detect it in either mode. So yeah, it's not quite as good as it used to be. I was going to manually cut that. I thought, well, I'd like to get sheep at least quite quickly. Get a fairly decent, because it's the most inexpensive of them all, really. So I think we'll do that. Don't know whether to lease or buy. There are a couple of Holz's animal thing. I've never used it yet, and it's very inexpensive. I'm not sure how many animals you get in, but it'd be interesting to look at that. We could have a look at that now, actually. I'm not sure if it's in this. Yeah, it is. It's 5 cows. Yeah, I mean, it's only slightly smaller than the small knees. That's good. Not had that in a long while, actually. I was saying this a while back. Don't ever remove it, because it's so very useful. If a bit faffy. 7 pieces for 15. 6 pieces for 25. So the Flegel, the Noah doesn't succeed on that particular one. So really, for the price difference, I just think, why don't we go for that? I really do. We just need to buy the actual trailer. that goes with it, which we will do also. I've never put this together actually like this. I would say I keep threatening to do it. Yeah, I don't normally do this. But yeah, I don't know where everything is. It's about middle-ish. Cattle truck body base, right, smashing. That's what we want. 2,800, yes. Fantastic. We'll go and do some animals next session, grab some of those. And the other thing we'll do, right, we were supposed to be discussing what are we going to go into. Well, I did say I'd like to do some apple trees, and I might do those on the sheep bit where, yeah, I'd like to do the apple, because it's very English orchards and things like that. So I do think so. We've also obviously got if our other field is not fertile, we'll try that first. I'd like to just do a tiny bit. I think it's already ploughed, so it's a matter of running the seeder on and going through to the next day and seeing if it actually does it. Bit of a test, which I think we'll probably do next session. Yeah, we'll do a bit of a test, and we'll just literally run the seeder, which is typical. I've taken it up to the top now, although it's about in the middle, so it's not too bad. What else are we doing? So what is it? Well, oats is good, but also does straw. Sugar beet. I know we can't do it. Sugar beet and oats, we're thinking. Yeah, that would work. I can't see why not. Yeah, if we're doing, I was going to say what about potatoes, but if we're doing sugar beet already, then we'll leave. Yeah, we'll do it. So sugar beets and potatoes. Now, we haven't got a planter. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, no, that was last month. You see, perhaps you should have bought that planter after all. Right, well, we've got to buy it now because we need it now. Yeah, so there's no skullduggery. Well, in that case, if I've got a choice about the planter that I'm choosing, I know exactly what planter I'm going to choose. Yeah, we're going to go for my absolute favourite. Yeah, there's or do we go for just a planter? That is true. There's the Noli. Yeah, we've got like a 2.7. It's a little bit on the smaller. Yeah, I'm thinking Noli. I was going to go for that one there, because I'm not cheating, but it would look like I was trying to sort of sidestep the seeding issue of getting a proper one. So do you know, I'm going to go with that because it's just a planter. That way I'm not sidestepping what I said. I'm not trying to like go, I've craftily got a 4.5 meter now and I've got a 3 meter. So I'm not going to do that. We do need it though, obviously. So there's no badness about that. So we've got that. So we're going to do, yeah, sugar beets and oats. And we're also going to do quite quickly. The factory is going to obviously bust us wide open, cost-wise, but obviously we've just put all that grass in. Oh, that reminds me, on camera, let's switch everything back on. This is the only bad thing I find, is when you do, right, we've got plenty of, no, the other one, plenty of that. I never changed the distributing, because obviously if you switch it off, it's no longer doing anything. So they're all remaining on. Production shed also wants its digestate one, switching back on. And that's it on that. Yeah, smashing, that's all done. So, I mean, really, to be honest, it wasn't much more than this field. In fact, I'd say this field, now it's fertilised, may well bring in quite a lot of, yeah, about the same, I'd say, or maybe slightly more, because it's now completely fertilised. So we should see how much we do bring in. So that scene is set. We've got to go do some. Yeah, I'm going to do the testing of that. That's the point. Yeah, we've got 3. If that works, we either. Oh, There's a train going by. Yeah, either our big field, because it is the biggest field we've got. If it works, fantastic. Do you know, I'd like to know that now. Really. Right, no, yeah, let's get the big John Deere. I'm going to stop the cameras for a minute. I'm going to bring you in shortly, because it's been a big session already, but I'd just like to know if this is going to work or not. So, yeah, I'm going to see you. Right, I'm there, but it says cropped out grass, but yeah, I'm really not sure. So I put allow create fields on this. I know you shouldn't use it. This is sort of, oh, it won't let you use it actually. Okay, well that's fair dues. Let's lift that then and stick it on the back where it should be, and we'll do a bit of a trial in a very, very small area to see if it's. And then what we're going to do is in fact, we'll save it now as a baseline, because this is the point where we need to go back to if everything goes wrong and it doesn't work and it won't grow. Because I have seen, yeah, on Maple we bought a field and it was broken. Now then, once you drop it, you allow correct fields go. Yeah. Actually, we don't care. So I've relimited it. Yeah, it's back to normal. Should be. Usually good at that one. Right, so then if we lower, it already looks ploughed to me, but I suppose that's what we could do, is if we do this, we can see it looks ploughed, or it is allowing you, because this is normal grass, to actually change the. Now then, they didn't have stones, so yeah, let's drop that down and see if we can plough. Well, we should be able to plant. It says grass, but to me it suggests that the field's broken. In which case we should use it as a production slab, like for orchards and things like that. I mean, we know it's an awful field. We scanned it, didn't we? But I'm sure we did. Yeah. Yeah, silty clay. And a tiny touch of loam on the top. Right, let's switch this on. Well, it's making a, yeah, you can see the change in state. It's sort of slightly different. So let's have a look. But the real thing is it going to grow? Because it said it was grass. And also, will it let me? Yeah, if you go behind this, does it now say oats? No. Oh, and yeah, it does actually. Crop type oats. If we go in front, does it say crop type grass? Yes. So I'm not sure, because it is ploughed, so perhaps it's saying that it was grass last, not that it was grass that was planted. So it shows us oats where we've gone along this line. And if we look on the field, does that show? It does. Right, so then, just as a test, it looks promising. Let's go through till tomorrow morning, but let's not save it. Just to make sure that that is growing, and then next session we'll be back in March and we will know this field is going to be good. So we don't need to plough. We're also going to produce stones if we do that. Yeah, smashing. Test is done, so it was just ploughed in readiness basically, and so that's smashing. So that is good news. We will get some oats ploughed. Sorry, no, it says needs ploughing still though. It does. Yeah, we're going to take a massive monster hit if we don't take any notes of that. So we will plough it next session, and then we will. Yeah, we'll get this done as well. We've got a lot of prepping to do. There's going to be enough. We might need to buy a second plough. Because I just don't, yeah, I don't think it's going to take a long time with a 4 meter to do just this one field. Then we've got like the other field to rip up, CB2, and the other one to rip up there now. Then that's a point. Can we stunt this a little bit now? Oats. No, no, yeah, we're in April, but we're not really. It's, yeah, so we're really not in March. This is just us going forwards as a test. So we'll be in March. But Sugar beet likewise really is a March crop. So if we've got 3 fields now, that gives us a bit more options. I like sunflowers. I suppose we could do one of the new crops, but we'd need the soup thing or something like that, or the preserve factory to actually do something serious. And I want to do the apples first. You've got to, if you're going to go and do something, then do it. So we've got we've got a plan so we can do sugar beet. What about sunflowers? We need a new header then, though. We do oats, and we can plant canola. I think we'll plant canola. That's a nice change. Yeah, we'll plant canola. Field of canola, field of sugar beets, and a field of oats. This biggest one, this is going to be the oat field. Yeah. So that's where we're going to leave it. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Oh, wow. Look at the money. I know it's going to be back down to what it was, but that's what it's going to go up to with the silage, the BGA, and the fertilizer. So that's where we should be roughly in the morning when we've turned time back, if you know what I mean. So that's a nice thing to know that. Now then, now this is a mistake. Looking at this, because this is not, well, I suppose it's a good thing that I show you this. Oh, it's a shame, because basically I'm going to show you the same point next time, and we'll see if Giants have changed it or whether it still is totally random, because every single time I've done these type of tests over the months and years, it's been totally random. Totally random. So yeah. Right. So all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.